That's when it's
Mom,
right.
how are they gonna know what looks right?
Well, we just showed them.
What's up, you guys? I am in the kitchen today with my mom, Nilda. And guys, I feel like I should first start off by saying Happy Three Kings Day. Mom, how do you explain what Three Kings Day is?
Actually, it's a celebration that we in Puerto Rico, the wise men came to bring gifts to Jesus.
That's right.
So that's
Incense and myrrh. I have
Yes.
no idea what incense or myrrh is. If you do, can you put that in the comments below? Oh, it's frankincense, and I'm over here like incense. They sending incense and myrrh, frankincense and myrrh, and there was another thing.
Wasn't it
Comment
gold?
below what that other thing was. But guys, we are celebrating Three Kings today by making cremita, which you guys have heard me talk about for years. It's literally my favorite comfort food with my mom. Did the lighting just completely change? So to get started for this recipe, here are the ingredients that you need.
Some hot water, butter, milk of your liking. We're
Oat
using
milk.
oat milk, vainilla, which is vanilla. And we're gonna have some cinnamon sticks, some salt, cinnamon, sugar, and your mixing bowls.
Of course, you need some cornmeal, which is the main ingredient.
Exactly.
Okay, Mommy, so what's the first step?
So we're gonna take some of this warm water that we have here, and we're gonna pour it in this bigger mix measuring cup, and I'm gonna start mixing the cornmeal in here. And the reason you do this is because you don't want it to get lumpy when you put it in with the...
This is the part that I always do wrong. I don't have the patience for this step.
So you just want it to become creamy, as you can see. See? It's not lumpy.
Got it.
And depending on how much you want to make, you keep on.
So you do little by little.
By little. And
You're
mixing.
just gonna add a little bit more.
And mix again. No lumps. That's what we don't want.
Here, I'm gonna participate. I'm gonna mix and you do the adding.
Okay.
So we're gonna add a little bit of water.
And it has to be warm, okay? It has to be warm.
The
Can't be
water
cold.
has to be warm, and then you're gonna add a little bit more cornmeal. How much can we get out of this right here?
Oh my gosh, this is a lot.
This is
You
a key.
put
How much can we make for 4 servings right now? Because I feel like that's like a family.
I would say again, maybe double this amount that I just have there. And so here, if you look at this, you have almost a cup of water, 1 cup of the milk that you are going to desire and put in the pot later on. And I'm gonna say 2 cups of cornmeal.
Okay, so right now we're just in the process of doing the water and the cornmeal. And then as we go on, we're gonna add another cup of cornmeal and then another cup of milk.
Yes.
Okay, so we've got our first batch here, getting ready to go, and we're gonna head on over to the stove. Okay, so Mom, now that I've got this heating up, what do we do?
We're gonna pour in the milk.
Okay, so we are pouring in now a cup of oat milk. Go for it.
And we're spilling a little. That happens in the kitchen.
We've got a cup of oat milk here, and I'm going to just put this into our pan,
Yes.
like so, and we're gonna let that warm up just a bit. And we'll clean up in the process. So as the oat milk is heating up, Mom, what are we going to do?
Take teaspoon of butter or margarine
Guys,
or coconut butter.
I'm gonna say,
Oh my God, she always exaggerates with the butter.
I love butter, okay? So we're gonna add a little bit extra of that. Mom says a teaspoon, I made it more like a tablespoon, and we're gonna mix that together.
You can add your cinnamon sticks in there, as many
for
as
it.
you like.
I like a lot, so Mom just added 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's
4.
put a 5th in for, just good measure.
Okay, good.
And we're gonna mix those in. Go for it.
1 more.
Boom. All right.
And then you're going to take salt, and salt is something that you have to really add to your own taste. It's not. It's some people like salty things. I just sprinkle and I taste.
I like to add salt to my cremita because I like my cremita sweet, and I actually think that the salt really sets it off. Anybody that knows anything about baking knows that if you are making something sweet, you always want to add just a little pinch of salt. Okay, so Mom, you hold this.
Add your mixture.
Okay, now we are going to add our hot water cornmeal mixture that we did before.
Again, you don't want it to get lumpy. That's the most important thing.
How do you do all that mixing? How do you do all that mixing? Hey! That's how we feel. We still have to add some vanilla, right, Mom?
Yes.
Okay,
That's
how
also-
much do we add of this? And
You can add 1 or 2 teaspoons of that, and you have the measuring spoons right there on the counter.
I am gonna say 1 teaspoon of vanilla.
Okay.
So here we go. You feel like we need to add more milk?
It's getting kind of thick.
Okay, hold on.
It will burn. I'm gonna add some more. This is about a half
A
a cup.
So we're adding a half a cup more. Just because if you see that your cremita is getting a bit thick or a bit lumpy, you can absolutely add just a little bit more milk to your mixture. And at what point, Mommy, do we add the sugar?
Okay, so now we can put in, and again, you have to, if this is to taste, you have to taste this.
I'm going in with just good old classic white granulated sugar, and I'm saying we are going in with 2 tablespoons, 2 heaps of sugar. Gotta love that. And then maybe we can do a little taste test. Let's see what we got going on.
And see what we need.
It's pretty darn good. Pretty good. That's amazing. All right, beautiful people. This is where I break out my Christmas china. Very excited about this.
And this is
Yes.
how you plate it.
Come check it out. Guys, I am so weird. You should see how I eat my cremita. When I was younger, my mom would serve it to us super hot, and I would always be so concerned that I was gonna burn myself. So she would tell me to eat it on the outside, and the outside was cooler. So till this day, I eat my cremita literally all the way out, and then I literally eat it, keep going in until the middle. And voila, this is your finished product. Okay, you guys, so that's it. Here is my favorite breakfast meal, my favorite Boricua breakfast, except for Mallorca's in Puerto Rico. This comes second to that, but I absolutely love my cremita. It's my favorite comfort food that my mom makes, and I swear no one makes it as good as her. So you just got the scoop on how my mom makes my cremita, so you're welcome. I definitely want to know what your favorite comfort food is, so make sure that you comment it below. What is your favorite meal that your mom makes for you? And again, I hope you guys have an amazing Three Kings Day. Mwah, sending you guys love. Besitos.
Feliz Dia de Reyes! For me, there is nothing like cultura, familia, and the comfort of tradition and comfort foods. For me, that's what the holidays are all about. And as they come to an end, it's actually gotten me thinking, in this new year, how can I bring comfort to others? Even those closest to me. Is it taking time to make a home-cooked meal for your familia? Is it bringing some food to a neighbor, a coworker, or a friend? Maybe it isn't about food at all. If you really think about it, what brings you comfort? Will you be that for someone else?